All right, we're going to continue on with Money Matters with a guest. The founders of beehive.org website want to do something about changing people's lives. It's a nonprofit company run by a nonprofit company called One Economy. It's created a website that's one-stop shopping for lots of crucial information, from how to create a budget to how to file for unemployment. We're joined today by Ben Hecht, president of One Economy. Ben, thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me.
What does One Economy do, and what does beehive.org do, and how do these two fit together?
Well, what we really focus on two things. One is helping to accelerate getting high-speed internet access into the homes of low and moderate income people across America. And the other is, with the access, we connect them to a destination online called the Beehive, thebeehive.org, where they can find a better job, get childcare, help their kids with homework. And we have 150 to 250,000 people a month who go there to help themselves, and about 30% of them in Spanish.
How do people get access to this website if you assume that they need pretty basic information, that they may not have a computer?
Well, what's amazing is right now, if you look at the population we are focusing on, people working poor, people making $20,000 to $30,000 a year, about 60% of them already have a computer in their home. So a lot of that issue has been improved because of the declining price of the computer. But they also use other places like work and libraries in order to get access. And what we're finding is, more and more, day after day, they know how to use the internet to help themselves. Katrina was a great example of that, where we saw that the internet became both the place that people went first to get help, and oftentimes the place they went last to be able to find family and other types of help. And so the internet has really become critical to low-income people, and we just want to help them be able to get what they need right away, help themselves improve their lives today.
Let's talk about some of the material that the website covers. It's pretty basic information. Why keep it at that level?
Well, actually, it's basic. It actually helps people find themselves wherever they are. So there's some very basic information, such as what is diabetes and how do I identify it. But there's also quite information that helps people finish transactions, like, am I eligible for children's health insurance, and can I get it in the state in which I live? Last year we launched an entrepreneur center on the Beehive, and in the first 60 days more than 10,000 people built their business plans on our site. So it goes from very basic to really quite complex.
Okay, and I see that you've had plenty of success here. We have a graphic. 309,000 teenagers have gotten homework help. 235,000 people have created a budget. 50,000 people learned how to write a check, and 16,000 people, as you had just mentioned, created business plans. 50,000 people learned how to write a check. That, again, seems very basic. Why? How did you come about deciding what you'd put on this site? Something as simple as writing a check, something many of us just take for granted knowing.
Absolutely. What we did is, early on, 5 years ago, we went and talked to low-income people, African American and Latino primarily, and we asked them what is it they would like to be able to find easily on the internet. And they said they want to focus on money, jobs, school, family, and health. And in each of those, they had some very basics, things that they could go to online in the privacy and dignity of their home in order to learn things that they might otherwise be embarrassed if they had to ask for help. And
Right.
Things like writing a check are one of those.
Okay, that's a good point. I mean, certainly you can do this. It's very private, and figure out all the things, the questions that you had said you might be embarrassed to ask. It's also broken down by region. So tell us about some of the places where you have, I guess you have specific information as to the state you may live in.
We do. What we have found since we launched 5 years ago is that many communities want a local beehive. So you not only learn about diabetes, like I talked about before, but you can find out a place in your own neighborhood that you can get help. And you can walk out the door, you can call on the phone, or you could go online to get that help. And so we're now in 26 cities, places as diverse as San Francisco and New York, but also places like Battle Creek and Greene County, North Carolina.
Okay, and why are you offer different languages, why is that so important?
Well, we knew from the start that we had to have the site bilingual in English and Spanish, because many of the people who are working so hard to help themselves improve their quality of life are Spanish-speaking people in America. So everything on the site is in English and in Spanish, and some areas of the site are also in other languages. For example, we have a section all about insurance to help people to navigate the often complicated world of auto insurance or life insurance, and that section, which was sponsored by the Allstate Foundation, actually is also in Chinese.
Okay. All right. Well, Ben Hecht, I wanted to thank you for joining us from One Economy. Interesting website. It's apparently helped a lot of people. Thank you.
Thank you.